what's up? So this is another tutorial on how to make a Tyler the Creator type sample. What did you guys think of chromokopia? Because for me, Take Off Your Mask was, I think it was the best one off the album. Like, the production is crazy. And shout out Daniel Caesar as well. Anyways, here is the tutorial. First things first, I set the BPM to 70. I feel like lots of Tyler's work somewhere in between like 70 and 90. Yeah, I just chose 70. In the MIDI visualizer here, I'm going to be playing in G major. But the actual key is in B flat major. It's pitched up 3 semitones, just a heads up. So the first instrument that I laid out were these strings. This is what the strings sound like. So the chords for the strings, G major 9, and then an E major 9. Man, these are pretty chords. So the formula of a major 9 chord is this. Go to your root note. So I'm just going to do G as my root note. And then go up 4 notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our third. 3 notes up. 1, 2, 3. That's our fifth. And then 4 notes up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our seventh. And then 3 notes up. 1, 2, 3 on the A. That's our ninth. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what key this is in. I'm starting on G major, right? But it sounds like it resolves to an E major. So I guess we can say that we're in E major. So the chord progression, it would be a flat 3 major going to a 1 major. You see these chords, right? They sound otherworldly. Like, they sound heavenly. And I think the main reason why they sound so heavenly is because they're non-diatonic chords. This chord progression, it borrows a chord from a different scale. That's why it's non-diatonic. Bro, let me know if you want me to make a music theory tutorial. I'd be so down. Just let me know like what specific stuff you want me to teach. I'm not like a crazy expert at it, like but I can just teach what I know. So let me know if you guys want a tutorial and let me know what specific tutorial you want me to do. I added some automation over here. So what I did was I added a utility stock plugin. If you're using a different DAW, you can just use like a gain plugin. I'm sure your DAW has that. And then just automate it. So you can see the pattern. It goes up slowly and goes down. I'm manually controlling the attack. When you add automation, it makes your music come alive. It adds more feeling to the beat. The next instrument that I added was this piano. And it sounds like this. Damn, bro, wait, what? That's a crazy chord sample, bro. Damn. Sometimes I forget, like, I can actually, like, make music, and it's actually crazy. So, the plugin I'm using for my piano is Labs. I'm using the Autograph Grand Piano. And, bro, this is actually, it's such a nice piano. Like, it actually sounds real, you know what I mean? You guys should honestly get this. I'm following the same chord progression as the one that I laid out with the strings. What I'm doing is I'm adding more rhythm. I'm counting each beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm adding that root note on the weak beat. Yeah. And then later on, again, when I repeat this beat, yeah, I'm like adding ornamentation kind of. I'm making it fancy by playing the higher register of the same chord on the third beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to add more variation in your instruments because that gives the beat more depth and it makes it more interesting to listen to. So the next instrument that I used was the electric piano. This electric piano comes from Xenology. I'm using the Pt.2 and it sounds like this. Okay, so again, I'm just following the same chord progression. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm playing on the weaker beat. I'm playing on 2. There's kind of like a call and response type of thing going on. And it's just an interesting technique that you can use for your own production. And I still don't know the name of it, but I'm doing some strum type of thing. You see that? Where I don't play it at once, but I kind of stretch out the timing, and like it gives you this like really cool authentic vibe. I just embellished how I played the electric pianos throughout the sample. The next instrument that I did, such a big Tyler sound. This lead is from Xenology and it's called the OB double saw, and it sounds like this. Cool. So that's the first part, and the second part sounds like this. So let me explain what I'm doing in the first part. Yeah, so I'm just tracing out the root chords. These notes, they trace out the G major chord. Yeah, so this lead, it kind of follows the same pattern. You got that like A to B thing going on. But when it goes to the E major chord, it kind of switches up a bit. Instead of playing the A and the E, I'm just playing this G sharp and D sharp. When you're doing your leads, make sure that they match the chord. So the next part of this lead, it's just some rhythmic dotted rhythm. I switched up how the lead sounded because for the next instrument, I didn't want the two melodies to clash with each other. So I decided to take a rhythmic approach. So the next instrument that I added was the trumpet. It sounds like this. Like I made sure that this trumpet, it matched the chords that it was playing in. And then I just followed my intuition. I just played a few things until it sounded right. Sometimes you just want to experiment and just let the music flow from you. That sounds really sappy, but you know what I mean. Just use your producer intuition to see what sounds good. Next instrument is this bass. Sounds like this. This preset is from Purity. It's the saw envelope, or saw ENV. But this gives hella Tyler vibes, doesn't it? And what I'm doing is I'm going to the root note of the chord, then I quickly go to the fifth, then an octave higher from the root note. And I do that stab kind of staccato thing again. Going down, I'm using the first and the fifth of the next chord. And it's just that repeated. That's like nearly the whole thing finished, but just to add a bit of flavor, I added these percussion. It sounds like this. Let's go, bro. In Tyler's music, he uses weird sounds, man. And that's what I was trying to go for in this case. Both of these percussion sounds, they come from my Chrono drum suite. This is a special drum suite because all the drum sounds were made using a Nintendo 3DS. So I recorded Foley sounds and processed them. And then I took sounds from the 3DS and used them as drums. There's over like 700 files you can play around with. There's also the sound effects collection. And this, bro, it has like 12 folders of niche sound effects from like Nintendo systems. If you're still here watching the video, then you can use the link in the description to get a discount. You also get the free Ascent loop kit with that. So a lot of effort was put in this kit. So check it out if you want to, bro. Yeah, man. Other than that, that is the whole sample finished. And altogether, it sounds like this. So that's the end of the tutorial, and I hope that you can apply something that you learned here to your own production. Peace and blessings. Wow.